Rockstars. It's me, MT, and Werewolf by Night has introduced Man-Thing to the MCU in the most menacingly adorable fashion. But as a lot of MCU fans know, Werewolf by Night was not the first time Man-Thing has appeared in the MCU, because the Grandmaster from Thor Ragnarok is also no stranger to the Man-Thing, as Man-Thing's face can be seen carved on the outside of the Grandmaster's palace alongside some of Sakaar's greatest champions. So naturally, a big question a lot of MCU fans have been wondering is, how the hell did this swamp-ass Teddy get his ass into orbit to even get to the planet of Sakaar in the first place? Well, let's speculate on this together, my Speculation Nation nerd babies, because I think that there are a few possible ways this could have happened. But first, do not forget to hit up newrockstarsmerch.com so you can pick up our latest Obsession shirts inspired by both She-Hulk and House of the Dragon. Like I always say, they're not gonna last forever, so pick them up today so you can wear cool shirts tomorrow. Alright, so how could the Man-Thing, a human object native to the planet Earth, find his way onto a secluded planet light years away from his own solar system? Well, I think one of the biggest and most likely ways that this could have happened could be due to a past cosmic event that has drastically affected the entire Marvel Universe simultaneously. A little something called the Convergence. As very skillfully introduced and explained by a crazy Erik in 2013's Thor The Dark World. Due to this cosmic alignment of all the 9 realms during the events of Thor 2, gravity on Earth was going haywire, which was causing random invisible portals to form in a ton of different places around the planet, as well as 9 massive wormholes that opened up throughout each major MCU realm. It's basically how Jane Foster was able to go from Earth to the secret location of the ether in a split second, and how Jane and Thor were able to return to Earth from their isolation on the Dark Elves planet. I believe that there is a good chance that Man-Thing could have gone through one of these portals and ended up on the planet of Sakaar, mainly because the planet of Sakaar itself is a massive, unexplainable gravitational anomaly. Because I don't know if you noticed, but there were so many anuses surrounding the Devil's Anus in Thor Ragnarok, and each anus was actually a wormhole that connected to a different random area in the universe, which is why so many different types of aliens were showing up on the planet of Sakaar. But a major reason why I strongly believe that Man-Thing could have been involved in this is because of a major piece of Marvel terminology that appears on Erik Selvig's blackboard when he is explaining the Convergence to his eager audience in Thor 2. Right here, to be exact, the Nexus of All Reality. Because if you don't know, Man-Thing himself is the protector of the Nexus of All Realities in the Marvel Comics, as the location of the doorway to the Nexus of All Realities is located within the swamplands of the Florida Everglades and was directly created the very moment that Ted Sallis transformed into the Man-Thing, when the demon magic chemicals of his super soldier serum interacted with the swamp. It's a really long story. Ted Sallis made a deal with the devil and he turned into the Man-Thing. It's weird, just go with it. I have a feeling that because the Nexus of All Realities can be accessed in the Florida swamps that birthed Man-Thing, there was a good chance that these swamps were covered in wormholes that have the potential to send people anywhere during the time of the Convergence, and that one of these wormholes led Man-Thing to being sent to Sakaar by accident. But that is just one way, because the other way Man-Thing could have gotten to Sakaar is due to a rotten white-haired man called the Collector, because in the Marvel Comics, the Collector and the Grandmaster consider themselves brothers, as they are both impossibly old elders of the universe who like to kidnap people against their will. Hooray! And we learned from Guardians of the Galaxy that the Collector has an impossibly massive collection of unique aliens and items from different planets.
This houses the galaxy's largest collection of fauna, relics, and species of all manner.
And we also know that the Collector himself has a particular interest in big green monsters as well as plant-based beings. I mean, he literally offered to buy Groot's body at the moment of his death, and just look at this weird green monstrosity sitting on the right over here. And since we do know that the Collector has a couple of items from Earth, like a whole-ass Cosmo the space dog, it wouldn't be completely out of the question to guess that the Collector scooped up the Man-Thing on a quick visit to good old planet C-53 and gave Man-Thing to his brother the Grandmaster as a gift or a trade or something. In this visit to Earth could potentially serve to explain why Howard the Duck is in the Collector's possession as well, as Howard the Duck actually made his first Marvel comic appearances within the Man-Thing centric stories of Adventures into Fear number 19 and Man-Thing number 1, when he comes across Man-Thing in the Nexus of All Realities connected to the swamps of Florida. In the comics, Howard the Duck is not native to the 616 universe, but instead got there via the Nexus of All Realities that connects all universes. So there is a possibility here that the Collector could have captured both Man-Thing and and Howard together at the same time in Florida. And lastly, the third way Man-Thing could have made his way to Sakaar is by pure magic. Because the big reason why Man-Thing was even referenced as a Colosseum fighter in Thor Ragnarok is because Man-Thing actually fought in a Colosseum fight in the comics. Because you see, after being transported to a faraway distant planet by a tricky wizard named Dakeem in the pages of Adventures into Fear number 14, Man-Thing was forced to fight in an alien Colosseum to keep all the doors from the Nexus of All Realities from being opened on Earth. A fight that Man-Thing of course would win with his super convenient touch that burns anyone that knows fear. So since we do have a Man-Thing fighting in the Grandmaster's Colosseum in the MCU, we could be looking at the handiwork of an MCU Dakeem or some other evil sorcerer like Mordor or something who could have needed the Earth's Nexus protector out of the way. But yeah, those are the three most likely ways that I believe that Man-Thing could have arrived on Sakaar. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section below, my nerd babies. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. You can follow me at MasterTainment on Twitter if you want to see me tweet some weird shit and really fun theories. But most importantly, you can follow New Rockstars wherever we are on the internet. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.